Good afternoon, Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. Wrapping up a pre-sale inspection on a 1966 Chevelle bad to the bone car. We're going to go through it. LSA Tremec 5-speed 12 volt. Thing sounds great. We'll start up here under the hood. LSA long block was a donor from a 2012 Camaro that was reportedly bored out 20 over, and heads were LSA heads as well, ported and polished. Added Holley EFI fuel system, which is awesome. This plenum was donored off of a Cadillac. Low slung LSX pulley setup, 2.5 inch on the top pulley and 8 1/4 on the big old bottom one. Can you see it down there? Let's see. Increase our power. Custom built downpipe. This was done really nicely to a lower air element setup. Inside of the engine bay is done up very nicely, braided fuel lines. These billet brackets that come set up with this pulley driving system, they're in really nice shape. Everything's really clean. We'll get into the brakes here in a moment. Upgraded bare 4-wheel disc setup, adjustable proportionary setup beneath there, 14-inch rotors, big calipers, plenty of stopping power. The engine was dynoed at 625 at the rear wheels, so plenty of gusto. Aluminum custom 2-core custom built radiator, electric puller fans. Interior of the engine bay was shot completely in gloss black, including the back side of the hood. And this is kind of cool. They took the stock hood bulges out and milled out a piece of material so that actually breathes, ventilate the engine bay. Runs about a nice 185, 190 going down the road. Custom built shorty headers, those wrap the body really nicely into a custom built stainless exhaust system. Actually, the brand on those headers is Ultimate. Let me see if I can get a little better lighting on them. But they hug up really nice to the floor pans. And then this exhaust system was custom pieced together into it's a 3-inch setup. Had to be fabbed and modified for this cross member for a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission. That work was done really nicely. MagnaFlow cans, and back in the back, the tailpipes, they're chopped off, flushed out with the bottoms of the quarter panel, so you can't see the tailpipes from the rear. Just a nice clean look. This was all frame off, restored a long time ago. You can see evidence of the older primer over some of the areas where the paint is allowing it to be shown. The pans are super clean. The frame hardware is in really nice shape. All of it was changed, and there was plated bolts and hardware used throughout the underbody of the car. Let's head over to the back of the car. It's a great look from here. You cannot see the tailpipes flushed out right here. Body-wise, you can see all the hardware has been changed. Body bushings changed, quarter panel splash. Areas are all in really nice shape. Wheel well's nice. A lot of money spent on the body and paintwork of this vehicle. And there's the flush of the exhaust. Way back here in the back, GM housing 12 bolt 373 posi setup, custom built drive shaft. You can see the exhaust was done very nicely, well balanced. Big old 3-inch diameter pipe. This is a stock look gas tank with a sump built in for that Holly fuel delivery system. Very nice. It's definitely a little windy out here today. See if we can get a view from this side of that Tremec T5 transmission setup. A little easier to see the cross member cut there in the exhaust pipe. And then there's a custom loop mounted to the floor pan supports there. I don't know if I mentioned there's a X pipe. Exhaust is joined right there in the center. Hard to get under it without ramps out. There's our big 6-piston Bear calipers. The cross-drilled ventilated 14-inch rotors, very, very nice. The red and the silver looks really nice through these black powder-coated Bose or Bose wheels, depending on what your preference is. If you're a music guy, you're going to probably call them Bose. 245 40 ZR18 Michelin's up front. I think it was 285 in the rear. Super nice setup. That's as much clearance as you could get out of that wheel well without modifying that rear end in. There's a good fingers plus worth of clearance. A little bit of missing tread on those tires in the back. I wonder why. Wheel splashes are in really nice shape. All solid. Car gets driven, so has a few chips and whatnot down low. QA1 adjustable billet coilovers front and rear. I neglected to show those to you earlier in the video. All the hardware is all plated. Very nice. A big sway bar setup. Cross member is a stock unit where all these tubular arms bolt in. Nothing changed there. Moroso deep sump oil pan. It's a better shot of the air intake mounted below the bumper. Hard to even see it really. Pretty functional. While I'm crawling on the ground, take a look at how straight this puppy is. It's just very, very nice. All the way down, blocked out really well. They don't come this straight. That's hours and hours and hours of priming and blocking. Endless amounts. I love the ominous look of these Bose wheels. All powder coated out. It's a very nice look against the red car. These make a much better statement at nighttime. These LED halos. Not a Halo brand product, but they look like stock lights when they're turned off. All the chrome was refinished on the bumpers, front and rear, handles and whatnot. This is a very nice original grille, well-survived unit. LED taillights look great too. Let me see if I can shadow one. Very nice. Inside, the trunk has been set up with a complete carpet kit, EQ built in the back, enclosed 12-inch subwoofers, and then an enclosed 12-volt battery box runs back up with a power disconnect in the back. All the work is very nice in the trunk. Jam seams and overlaps all look really nice and solid. Back lip edge of the decklet's in really nice shape. Chrome vent window uprights are polished up real nicely. All the windshield and rear window trim was replaced. Actually, all the glass was replaced. Sun striped unit. No hash marks or roller marks apparent in the glass. Chrome quarter window strips were done. Jams were done really nice. All new belt moldings. No cheating back here. You can't see any overspray. And watch how nicely these doors close. 2 fingers. That's it. Interior of the vehicle has a very stock look. This was a 136 car out of the gate. V8 Malibu, dressed up nicely. Stock style vinyl bucket seats. Stock style door panels. Rear seat. Has seat belts. Package tray was modified. There's hidden 6-inch speakers in there and tweeters. And down here in the kick panels, 4-inch with a separate tweeter built in. Scuff plates and carpet kit were changed. Obviously not a stock steering wheel. Very cool, the Holley gauge setup. I don't know if the lights, they're bright white. They're difficult to see out in the sunlight, but they look great in the garage. Added Pioneer disc player, modified those holes a bit. Console was added, needs a little bit of dust out here, gravel driveway. 5-speed tag was added, provided by Tremec. Hurst shifter, and there's our boost gauge in place of a clock. Hard to see. Dash pad was redone, headliner done, all very nice. LED dome light. Super cool and clean interior. Still sporting the glass view setup. Let's check this out. Dying to go for a ride. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. Doing the fun part of my job. I hop into passenger seat with the owner of this fine machine, Dave Gibson. He's going to show me the what to do's down in Fort Wayne. Temperature's just coming up. Holding about 40 pounds of idle oil pressure. Alright, let's burn a little rubber. Disregard that 55-mile-an-hour sign, Dave. I'll bet if we go back and look at the lines, that posse's hooking up. Oh, that was horrible. Hard to see out here in the sunshine. Caught him this time. We are only doing 55 miles an hour as per the law dictates. The speedometer is just currently not calibrated. We are not breaking the law. Repeat, not breaking the law. how long you been working on this build?
2005.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
How much fun was it?
Well,
How much money was it?
well, what I tell my wife or what the truth is?
What do you tell your wife? Give us some advice.
I just need a couple new parts.
Just a couple
and
new
then
parts.
it will be done.
What is that Visa number again, please? That's a great car. Thanks for taking me for a ride in it.
Thank you.
Well, that was a whole bunch of fun. This thing really cooks. Sometimes we post cars that are interesting and for sale, and some are just interesting, like this one. This car is not up for sale, so if you leave that comment, hey, how much, I can later tell you how much it's going to appraise for. That's what I was hired to do. But I told this Dave Gibson guy that it was mandatory for the insurance company that I drive it. And it really isn't. I just wanted to have some fun and ride in this car. And that we did. It's a great setup. I didn't show this earlier, but the digital paint meter likes this car a lot. 13, 10, 12, 12, 19, 28. Very nice straight car. Somebody's certainly done a lot of body work on that. Flattened it out good. Custom hood hinges I neglected to mention earlier when the hood was up. Alright, thanks for hanging out. Jason from Auto Appraise. AutoAppraise.com, 800-301-3886. If you need inspection work done on your car, give us a call. 300 guys nationwide. I cover most everything here in Michigan, northern Indiana, northern Ohio, and whatnot. We're getting ready to do car number 2, 63 slab side Lincoln. This thing is bad to the bone. Be sure to check out that video as well. Woo.